don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago Bears and the New Orleans Saints. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Bears, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week. Plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run it again with Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 3rd down, Beck. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Returnable here from the 38. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bears take over. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He'll buy some time right. He'll get that. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Beck. There's Chris Olave. And they're going to get this up to midfield. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Now, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that would be the last shot that they take in this game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Read option, here's Montgomery. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, here's Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Take it at the 37. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
To throw on 2nd down, Beck. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now, first down. Throwing to start the drive. Beck. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again. Beck. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun. Beck. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 19 yards that time for number 19. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Taken down at the 42. The Saints had 8 and 5 to start play. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Beck. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run the option left. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
To throw on 2nd down. Beck. And incomplete on the deep ball. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
From the gun on 3rd down. Beck. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A little football 1-on-1 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And Kamara with a carry there on 1st down as he works his way forward for a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And it won't be a pick six, but he will have his guys set up at the 2-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Back. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Fields hit, and the ball is loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
What part they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
him. No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Back. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to go up top again. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to try and go deep again. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
This pass on target, Velus Jones with it. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now it's Fields.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here's Fields.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Fields on 1st down.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he's going to go down again. Bradley Chubb in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
On 3rd down they go Montgomery. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw on 2nd down. Beck. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And taken at the 46. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, first and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Beck. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That's good for the Saints.
Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
He's going to take another shot here. And now here is another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
From his own end zone, Fields
Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
But the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys in great field position, probably near midfield or better.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. That's taken on his own 46. A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Beck. And that will be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it wrong. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
Well, so much for being backed up against their goal line to start the drive. He gave some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Fields.
He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
Fields now to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll go option to the short side. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 27-yard line. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers. Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Back to throw. Fields. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Beck. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They go play action here on first down. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And my goodness, another interception. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Bears are going to have it here just past the 25. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Here comes the Bears punter now. He's been terrific so far. So this this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Bears, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.